Well, hello, everyone. It's Monday, October the 28th, 2024. I'm Doug. It's time once again to play some Wordle. Everleo TV writes in, let's start with the word cruel. Well, don't be cruel. I'm sure you don't come at this with cruel intentions. Okay, those are the only song things I can think of. But anyhow, let's see if we can make some hay from the word cruel. Oh, wow, that was a cruel outcome. Okay, all right, I promise, I'll stop. We got the big goose egg there. Of course, we always take solace when this happens in knowing that we can do anything we want on our second guess. We have the whole board open. We have three classic vowels, A, I, O. If it wasn't for the fact that we looked at the U, I'd go right to audio. You know what would be interesting? We could get all three if we tried the word patio, P-A-T-I-O. Ooh, I like that. I mean, we're almost guaranteed to get something, unless it's one of those weird words with just a Y. So let's see what we get. Could be the answer. You never know. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word patio? No, it's not. But look at that. A letter A appears, and it's in position in the second spot. Now, keep in mind, we've ruled out E, I, O, and U. So I think that one of two possibilities is likely true. There's going to be either a double A, and the two A's are never together, so maybe A in the second and the fourth spot. And that there's also a good chance that there may be a Y in the puzzle as well. So actually, the first thing that comes to my mind, now, here's the interesting thing. Yesterday, we were debating, I was debating Savvy, and then I went to Sandy, and Sandy was the answer. And so while I know Sandy won't be the answer 2 days in a row, it's a heck of a thing to use here as a guess. And I realize I won't, because it's almost like it leaves out the possibility for me to get it in three. But I'm just making the point that, boy, it would have technically been a really good thing to do here. And I suppose technically I could, but I do like the idea of trying to make sure that in a spot like this, I at least have a chance to get the guess. Now, of course, what if it was Savvy? What if they really threw some serious curveballs at us? But I don't think that that's going to be it. But it was interesting to observe here. So that, there's a lot of weird things you could do. How about gassy? G-A-S-S-Y. I suppose that's a possibility. The word handy is a possible solve here as well. Not too far away from Sandy. But I suppose it's well, no, it's one. What am I saying? It's one letter off. But wouldn't that is it possible? I've seen the Times do some kind of quirky things before, like maybe having things back-to-back solves have some connection. Boy, there's a part of me that really wants to go with this, realizing that it's probably not the answer. If it was, it would be an interesting pattern. But it just seems like a great way to extinguish some letters and evaluate them. And you know what? I've talked myself into it. I know there might be some groans in the audience, and that's okay. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word handy? No, it's not. But look at this. So the D and the Y come up in position. So that is really interesting to me. So for the second day in a row, we're looking for a word that's blank, A blank, D-Y. Okay. So they're definitely going to be similar. We know that. Could it be daddy? So I'm looking at this. I think the way I approach this is right to left in terms of what's a good candidate for the third letter. W, body. I don't think that's going to work. A-S-D-Y, no. There are. Well, that's the thing. When I look at this, daddy is kind of the only thing that can fit here. Because I'm not seeing any other. I don't see anything else that fits in the third spot. And it's a little bit. It's nerve-wracking. Because if there is something I'm missing, I'm down to 2 guesses with what's actually kind of a good way to go here. Let me try one other exercise. What would fit in the first spot, right? WA blank DY doesn't, I think, fit anything. See, it can't be Sandy. We tested the end, and it was yesterday's answer. FA blank DY doesn't fit. G could be gaudy, like GAWDY. That's the only other thing that I think can fit here. Yeah. I think we're down to daddy and gaudy. So I'm a little nervous, but on guess number 4, I think I'm going to go with daddy because that was the first thing that came into my mind here that I thought was credible. So let's figure it out. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word daddy? No, it's not. And look at that. 2 grays there. So gaudy is what we're left with here. And I really don't see anything else here. So a little nervous here. Because if I am missing something, we're down to our last guess. So gaudy is what I've got. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this because I'm honestly just not. I do not see anything else here. All right. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word gaudy? Not in word list. Okay. Okay. How about bawdy? BAW. I think at some point I had. Well, I guess we'll go with that to see if it's in the word list and if it's the answer. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word bawdy? Yes, it is. Oh, wow. Very unusual word for the answer here on this puzzle. I've got a funny feeling we're going to see in the comments today that this may have tripped up quite a lot of folks, especially considering that it was 3 of the 5 letters matched the previous day's puzzle. So very interesting. Very interesting situation on this. So it'll be very interesting to see the comments. Of course, let us know how you did in today's puzzle. Our comment scene, if you will, our little community is amazing. So much great conversation happens each day. So if you haven't yet really explored the comment section here, I encourage you to do so. And of course, let us know your favorite starting word. We're always looking for those as well. Tomorrow, we are going to start with the word pearl, P-E-A-R-L. So hopefully that will lead us to a fun puzzle. I guess you could say today's Wordle was a little cruel, huh? So it kind of fit the starting word. Well, nonetheless, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you tomorrow with some more Wordle.